I'm Aveline. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So, yes, we're building another autumnal house, although this one wasn't necessarily like interior-wise. I'm not necessarily focusing on autumn so much as just trying to make it cozy, but you know, there's a little bit of like pumpkin outside. There's a few pumpkins outside. The surroundings as well, I am building in autumn in the game, so I'm just kind of like trying to wish, no way, how do you say that? Manifest autumn, essentially, on this super warm day. I'm trying to manifest autumn. It's not really working. I'll try better. I'll try harder, okay? I got you guys. I will make it happen though. Somehow I will make fall happen. Anyway, before we get started talking about this build, or further talk about this build, I have a quick little intermission for you guys, as per usual. Thank you to the EA Creator Network for making this video possible by providing me with codes throughout the years so I can continue making videos for you guys. And also, if you want to support the channel, I have a creator code with them. You can see it on the screen right now. Feel free to use it if you want to, or don't. No pressure whatsoever. Now let's get back to the video. So this house is built in Brindleton Bay on a 30 by 20, close to the one. It's the neighboring lot to the one that I built, the last house that I built, I don't remember, but the autumnal cottage, whatever it's called, that one. It's the neighbor to that one. I do this a lot where, because I was scrolling through my channel the other day just to have a look at like recent styles I've built, I suppose. And I want, because it's been a while since I've built like a classic traditional suburban house, I feel, and so I wanted to see what else I've been building, because I kind of finish a house and then I move on and I don't remember anymore. I just know that I know when I build the same thing over and over and over, or the same style over and over and over, but I generally, I tend to switch it up from one house to the other unless I state so. So like Scandinavian houses I don't really count because I'm Scandinavian. It's kind of my base to go back to those houses, just like traditional American suburban houses are bases of a lot of other simmers that are from the US. The Scandinavian houses, that's my base, you know, that's what I go back to if I need to build something that's very familiar to me and very, like, just reminds me of home. So, yeah, they could be either new Scandinavian houses or old, although old ones I feel are a little bit difficult to build in the game because we're lacking a lot of the, like, things, a lot of the furniture, a lot of the windows and stuff that fits with that sort of architecture. If you are a Dane, I mean, like, muamestavila, they're a bit, which is so difficult. I can't swap between two languages. I am not built for this. Anyway, but those kind of homes, I feel like you would have to end up using the like very traditional suburban window set, the base game set. You know which one I'm talking about, and I just don't feel like it suits that kind of architecture that well. Like it's not correct. Anyway, so what I do a lot, I've noticed, is that if I don't swap between every house, unless my base not included, which is again Scandinavian homes, I will do like two houses that are on neighboring lots, and then I'll move on to two new houses that are sort of in a similar style. So I do them in pairs, so they kind of fit together. You can place them next to each other in the world because they're built to be like they're supposed to be together. They come in pairs, you know? So I've done that with, what was the last one I did? Was it the mid-century modern houses? I can't remember right now. But yeah, this is sort of in the same, although this is not a cottage, but like vibe-wise, style-wise, maybe not so much, but vibe-wise, it definitely fits with the autumnal cottage that I did last. And again, is on a neighboring lot. I think it's because I'm just like, I'm feeling it in the moment, and I'm kind of liking the surroundings, and I'm like, well, we could do another style. Like, I'm kind of having a good time with this style. We can do another one like this. Or maybe it's because I think with the mid-century modern houses that I did, I found two houses that I really wanted to build, and I couldn't decide on which ones I wanted to. So when I say build, I oftentimes do a lot of modifications to my builds, so I don't build them one-to-one. I just don't like doing that. I like to add changes to it, unless I'm doing like the split level Scandinavian house that I did. That I really, because it was so detailed already with the structure that it was so like intricate already that I felt like I couldn't really add a whole lot to it. So that one was almost a one-to-one, not entirely, but like we tried to stay pretty close to the original. But usually I will make my own modifications to the houses. But I found these two pictures and I was like, I can't really decide on which one I wanna, which one I want to jump into. And so ended up just doing both of them. So with this one, I didn't actually do that. I did the cottage. It was like a fusion of two houses and then added something to it. And this one, I can't exactly remember. I think it was just like a very basic sort of one-story traditional suburban house, actually, a one-story bungalow, and then I decided to turn it into this varied, it was gray. I think the original was gray. I don't love gray houses unless they're Scandinavian or contemporary. Even then, I like to add a little bit of brown in there because I just don't, whether it's like whatever nuance of brown, I just like to add a little bit because brown is technically a color, so it's not technically it's a neutral, but still it's technically a color. So I just like to add a little bit of something in there. I think gray houses on their own, just I don't know, they're so, I was about to say shady, but that means something else that I don't want you guys to misunderstand me, so I'm not gonna go for that word. They're just kind of like, I feel like they're lacking something. I don't know. Again, this is just me. Just like I don't know how to do all white houses. I don't know how to do gray houses. I'm sure others can pull it off, but I'm not one of those people. So anyway, I decided to turn it brown, and we're using a lot of horse ranch wallpapers for this house as well to make it very rustic, very unpolished, and a little bit cabin-like, but it's not a cabin house, I just want to say. But yeah, it's definitely using a lot of that. And then this is exposed brick as well that I can't remember where it's from. City Living ? So definitely not trying to make it look like it's autumn themed, but it does have a very similar vibe to the previous house. Like it definitely still has that. It's a bit in that style I like to do for my autumn-inspired houses. So, without being autumn-inspired, necessarily directly autumn-inspired. Anyway, so yes, I hope you guys will like this one. It has room for 2 parents, and I believe it's a kid. Do I remember correctly? Yes, because I can see my screenshots on the other monitor, and there's a dollhouse made out of cardboard, but it's still a dollhouse. So it's definitely for a kid. So yeah, it's a little 3 or 2, could also be a single parent, 2 or 3 family member home. They have a laundry room, 1 bathroom, and then there's also a very small office with a little corner for crocheting and knitting as well. So just felt like it was kind of fitting to sit there in the big window and look out over the nature while doing your crocheting. Even though I don't know how much you actually, like, are you able to watch TV when you're doing that? I don't know. I know with the knitting, you can easily, like, if you're good at it at least, so not me, I can't easily do it, but I've seen other people, like my sister, she knits a lot. She can sit and like talk to me and look at me while she's knitting. That's fine, cool. You do you. I would not be able to because I don't knit, but I suppose if you do it enough. Is it the same with crocheting? Like I don't actually fully know. So, oh, I remember I had to tell you guys as well, if we're doing more builds this week, they'll be very short ones, maybe some apartments or something. I have a little bit of wrist pain and finger pain because I have been playing too much Fields of Mystria, which I've not been playing for 2 days now because I have wrist pain and finger pain, which I cannot ignore. So I'm trying to like, I'm editing, which unfortunately means that I'm editing vlogs for the other channel, but which unfortunately means I do have to click a lot, because otherwise I can't really do any editing. That's just how that works. But I wish I was able to without clicking, but I can't. But just trying to not make it worse and just doing as little as possible. in terms of like playing computer, and also you know, clicking or building for me does require a lot of clicking, so I'm just like trying to take it a little bit slow, a little bit, being a little bit careful. So if there's more houses up on the channel this week, they'll probably be smaller ones, think like tiny houses or apartments, small apartments. If there's some tiny house themes that you really like me to give a go, let me know. Maybe I will grant your wish, because I do plan on recording something tomorrow and something on Saturday, so if there's anything you'd desperately like to see from me, let me know. It could be anything. We could do like, I was about to say Disney princesses, but I've already done that, and I kind of want to redo those houses, the Disney princesses tiny houses, but I want to do them in real time. So not right now while it's like super hot outside. I need for it to like cool down a little bit. I don't like to sit in here and record real time for like 4 hours because while it's like 25-30 degrees in my apartment, because I am melting. It's not very charming, and I will complain about it the whole time. So we're not having that. For your benefit and for my own, we are not doing that. But as soon as it's calmed down a little bit outside, we can do some fun tiny house real-time builds. And also when my wrist feels better, so that I don't make it worse by editing those videos, because they take a long time to edit. Or maybe, I just remembered, if there's a profession that, because we used to do a lot of profession-based tiny houses, and I haven't done one of those in like freaking ages. It's been an eternity. It's been like a whole year, an eternity, you know. So if there's one of those, if there's what's it called? Haven't I done a designer's one recent? I can't remember. It's fine. No, that was an apartment. I did, yeah. Okay, so if there's and it wasn't actually interior designer based or inspired either. It was just, I think that's the profession I wanted the sim to have, but it wasn't like inspired by that profession. So if there's one that I'm missing, although I'm not expecting you guys to remember all of the professions that we've covered, if there's one you know I'm missing though, if there's one you desperately want to see, let me know so we can do some of those. Those are always fun. I had a lot of fun doing those. I want to say back in the day, but like a year ago was not back in the day. It's just a year ago. It's an eternity ago. I wonder what we're missing from the roadmap as well. I think we covered all of it, right? So I wonder what they're doing here for the fall, because usually we get like actually a decent amount of content during fall. There's at least one expansion pack in November. There usually is a game pack as well towards the end of the year, so I don't know. I feel like we're missing something though. It's been a little bit, but as for me, I know nothing. I know nothing, so I'm just waiting for information, just like you guys, and I'm a little bit nervous. As long as it's not futuristic, we'll be fine. Or I'll be fine. Maybe you guys will be fine if it's futuristic. If not, if it is futuristic, I will have a meltdown because I don't know what to do with that. But like anything, like I'm not a sci-fi girl. I'm just not. I'm really not. Sci-fi horror, we can do that. But like watch it, but I can't build it. Does that make sense? I feel like that makes sense. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But if you have any theories though, feel free to share. I think we're almost at the end of decorating this house, and I'm so sorry for talking over it about everything, like everything else but the build. Sometimes I do that, and oh wait, we still got I love this bed. I just want to quickly say, I was sitting here when I was decorating this room, looking at the bedspread. I was like, I love this bedspread. I just love it so much. If I was a child, I would have wanted a bedspread with fluffy sheep on it, but I'm not a child anymore, unfortunately, and it would clash with the rest of my room, so I can't do that. I mean, I could, but it would clash with the rest of my room. It's not gonna work. I am not blaming you if you have bed sheets with fluffy sheep on them, by the way. Like, I am supporting you. Go do it. If you want that bed sheet with fluffy sheep on it, go get it. Go get it, okay? I can't. It doesn't fit with the rest of my interior in this small apartment. I live in a shoebox. I actually love calling it a shoebox. yeah, I don't know. It's like a cozy little cave, and I love my shoebox, but no fluffy sheep in here though. I just love that bed sheet, so that bedspread. That it's a throw, isn't it? It's not even the bedding, it's the throw. I love it. I almost went all in with the rug, as well as you probably saw, but then decided against it because I was like, maybe it's one too many sheep. I don't know. Can it be one too many sheep? That's a good thought for your Thursday. See, I said that autumn wasn't gonna sneak its way in there, but that tree definitely did. So just a little bit, like a hint of autumn, a hint of fall in there. That's fine. Oh, I love the red trees. I love them so much. Why can't it be fall outside? I'm so sad. Anyway, we are at the end of this video, so I hope you guys like it. If you like the build, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. I said that in the weirdest way possible. Anyway, and the trade files will also be found or available over on my Patreon, which will be linked to in the description box as well as in the pinned comment, where you can also find a link to my BookTube channel. So if you like to read, definitely feel free to go check it out. But that is all I got for you guys today, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.